Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Steel Division 2, and we're into Episode 2 of our Army General campaign. It's the first of the 4 campaigns. We are playing as Soviet Russia. And our objective on this one is Orsha. That's actually the secondary objective. The first objective is to cut off the supply lines in Talotskin. To do so, the Germans have some inferior forces to the north, and so we're trying to make our breakthrough there and push across this set of roads and down towards Talotskin through there. Meanwhile, we'll make a small push towards Orsha through here. This area I look to just play defensively. And there's the game plan. We've had our first battle after figuring out the situation. And we've had our first breakthrough here. But we're still within that first turn. And I have a little bit. I don't know if I can or should make an additional attack. You can see that there are no... what do you call it? No spending points. There's no available anything left for those guys. These guys could still make a push at this unit, and I just don't know kind of what reserves I would have. It looks like I have a couple artillery reserves that may be allowed, but they do have an infantry regiment here and an artillery regiment of their own. So if I do make an additional push, and there's another artillery unit here and here, so they would definitely have some artillery reserves for one, and probably this infantry regiment to defend. And I don't know kind of what I'd be looking at, but let's see what is possible. Can I even attack them? No, because they've already been engaged this turn. Okay, interesting. Well, with that, all that's left to do this turn is potentially do some scouting. That's fighting, that's bombing, and this is our recon. We're going to send the recon unit out to do some air recon, and we're going to do some recon on this area here. Ooh, so there's a tank destroyer battalion in reserve, but otherwise there's nothing else up here. And next turn, they'll return to base, to the airfield back here. The fighters, nothing necessarily going on. The bombers, though, ooh, yeah. Alright, so I have no idea how this goes, but there is the option to bombard. We could bombard this artillery regiment and inflict some damage on that unit. Select an enemy land unit to bomb, effectively removing... Oh, action points. I see. Okay. Take out their action points. I see. Okay. Alright. We're learning. What about the fighters? Can they... okay, air superiority. Let's see. Orders a squadron to deny an area to be defined to any enemy aircraft. The squadron will move into the defined area and intercept any enemy air squadrons entering its perimeter. The squadron will automatically return to its home airport at the end of the turn. And it uses all 3 action points. That was the term I was looking for, by the way. Action points. And I think we can go here. That'll include kind of the whole area that we're fighting in. And there you go. I think with that, we are ready to conclude our first turn the morning of June 23rd. Okay, so it looks like bombers attacked this unit, so it took away their action points, and they reinforced this line. There's definitely some action here in the north as well, and it looks like more infantry moving up in reserve
32nd Guards Individual Heavy Tank Regiment is available with 8th Guards Rifle Corps.
35th Guards, 8th Guard. Ooh, that's a heavy tank regiment. Yes, please. Okay, so action points are recovered as we hit PM of June 23rd. It looks like we can attack again, though a couple of these are not fully recovered. They got back 2 action points. Yes, 2 action points. Okay, so 2 action points were recovered. I see. Okay. Now I want these guys to dig in. These guys to... They can't dig in. They can, and for now I think that might be a good thing. I'm not going to attack there just yet. Now I can make a move up here, and there's less support, but I kind of want to push this back first, and then we will attack this group. Especially I can push further in this forest to try to engage them more directly. So I'm not even sure if I can attack these guys again just yet. Let me see what they're down to. They're down to 155 soldiers, so their strength is greatly diminished, and they've already been attacked. Oh, no. I see. So they can be engaged again, and I could potentially wipe them out. And this would make the reserves here. Now I'm tempted to attack here and here this turn. But I don't necessarily need to attack this group yet. Remember, I was thinking, if you look back at the first episode, I was thinking about making movement down this road and then kind of turning north and coming back. Now, I did see that there was a whole bunch of infantry on the way here coming in, so there are going to be some units coming up to support this. I have 55 command points available to call in more units, and I will do so, but let me see what happens first here. And yes, I think I want to attack this group again, and now that they are diminished, I actually could potentially hurt them even more. They're being fortified, but they're not fortified. Their supply chain is broken, apparently. Maybe because we've pushed them back away from the road? Alright, so we're looking at... I think we want these guys to initiate the attack again. And these guys are definitely going to be in support. And we'll call on some artillery as well. There we go. To back us up. So how are we looking in comparison to them? Considerably stronger. Considerably stronger. I mean, we're a 17-1-5 to their 303. But they will have reserves, and it is artillery. These guys are out of range, so there is an assault regiment back here, but they are distant, and I think we'll have battle won before those guys ever come up. So we will have some artillery to deal with, but we'll have some artillery of our own. AI control, that's fine by me. And you see I am not at full strength anymore. This is the group that I took into that last battle. So another topic of conversation here. This game is from Eugen Systems. This is their second in the series, of course, Steel Division 2. The original Steel Division was Normandy 44. Of course, we talked about the timeline of when that played out. And let's see, do I have... Okay, we pause. There's our attack beacon. Our allies again to the east. This is actually the same map that we used last time. We're still fighting in the same area, so it makes sense that this would come up again. We already know what we're getting into with this one. Now, I actually have 0 command points right now. And I'm gaining 0. What's going on? Hey. Okay, I'm a little confused right now. I did have a player control. I'm wondering if this is a first day glitch of some kind. I can't call anybody up with 0 command points and 0 income. Can I not call on them because they fought too recently? I am not sure what's going on here. I mean, I have... I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. My allies have secured 6. Let's see if I actually accumulate anything here, but it looks like it's 0. It's 0. I'm very confused. Okay, we're going to speed things up a little bit, and we'll just watch this battle unfold. So it looks like there's 1 infantry unit here we're deploying to deal with that as we also move into this city. It looks like we're nearing control of that objective. There we go. We've got that one as well. We're up to 7 already. These guys moving into a good defensive position. This unit is going to come under some pretty heavy fire here. It's a Grenadiers infantry unit. Disappeared from sight. There we go. Now they're falling back. Pinned down. That's actually a different commandant. That's commander. All across the front, we have a clear advantage. Numerical superiority. It's an infantry regiment. I was on motorcycles. They've deployed. It's just 2 scouts. Okay. Pushing in towards this town, but they do have a small infantry regiment there. 6 members. Oh, that's the edge of the map. And these guys are kind of holding back at the moment. Okay, now we have 2 moving in. Nope. They're kind of just hovering right at the edge of the range, and this is not wise. We really need to get somebody like flanking. Get 2 units flanking and 2 kind of trying to give suppressive fire. Not the case at the moment, though. They're just probing attacks right now. Okay, this area is nearly taken. They do have somebody who has now claimed one of the buildings on that road. More and more we're getting the edge of this town secured. This one as well. We're still in defeat range. But they're making good, quick progress. And I have no points, so I have no idea what's going on with that. Why See if I can... No. Continue. Attack beacon, help beacon, custom message, no. Can I change what unit I'm controlling? The end of each turn is 3 hours on the campaign map? I thought it was 12. Separated combat in 3 different ground combat, air combat, and air to ground combat. Tactical resolution allows you to fight the opponent yourself. You will select which units you want to control and transport in real-time tactical. Wow, there's some key differences between. Before you actually begin the battle by using the screen seen below, a player can decide if they want to leave the control to one or more battalions to the computer. They can even decide to remove certain companies from a battalion. Only HQ companies can't be detached from one battalion to the other. We feel this gives the player the flexibility to play in whatever way they like with whatever unit and not to get bogged down in uninteresting battles. The goal is to control all the terrain by capturing the objectives. A couple of variations. The opponent can be fortified or dug in. Tactical map for the start and fortification defenses. The enemy can be deployed but not dug in, which means they control most of the map but without access. If both the player and the opponent engage one another without any of the above modifiers, they will start equidistant on the tactical map and will move to meet and fight. As you might remember, each battalion will contribute 50 requisition points per phase. To be exact, each battalion provides 20 requisition points and 3 points per minute during phase A. Yeah, you didn't give me that. Deployment menu has changed a little bit. Switch mode. Place by battalion. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Why it didn't give me my 20 and my 3. Okay, well, it is what it is. Can't call on any units, I don't have control. Did I select AI control? I thought it said player. Phase A is down to 2.5 minutes. We're still only on 8 objectives right now, and we are taking a beating from the Luftwaffe. But we have made some definite headway through this town and are pushing north, and we've claimed another point even though we're not even up there yet. So they have no defenses in this area whatsoever. This one is close to being secured, and we're actually moving a whole bunch of infantry into this town now. So we'll have that one secured in the very near future, but there is a machine gun up here in the trees that is now retreating, so he's falling back and has escaped from sight. But that'll give us, hopefully, there we go, that point's secure now, so we're nearly level. Still struggling with this town. We're taking a lot more of a beating than we're providing, and now actually they've brought up some reinforcements. There's just 3 infantry members left inside this. Inside this, I wouldn't call this farmhouse, but there you go. We did destroy a truck, looks like. I was trying to reinforce them. Oh, hey! Hey! Hey, look at that! Am I Phase B? Maybe that was why. Okay. Phase B timer just started. And now I'm here. Okay, I picked a group that was available on Phase B. Gotcha! Now I know what's going on! Hey! That's what happens when you join up something on launch day, and yes, this is still launch day here for episode 2, and I will also have an episode 3 this week. I know I mentioned last episode that I will have 1 episode per week. 2, though, if there's enough interest. This first week, though, guaranteed 3 episodes. It's after that we're going to go down to 1. So 2 here on launch day, plus 1 more before the end of the week in a couple of days. But now, we get in on the action, and let's see, where are we needed? Well, this is clearly the front that is lacking control and really struggling to deal with these forces. So I will immediately go into that. This area is struggling a little bit, but they do have control of this town and eventually can make a push back there. So it is this western front, which is ironically the same place where I fought last time, but it's already partially under control. I will put all enforcements, all my forces on this road, and then we'll move our way up. And actually, I might even go this way so that we can then hit up these buildings, deal with the infantry that's over here, and support destroying that one. Okay. I don't need anti-tank yet, but I will definitely need a machine gun, and let's go straight to these woods. That's where we'll call in. Assault Squad. Now these guys have already taken some losses. This is the group we fought with before. Be nice if I could call in more than 1 at a time. Probably can, just don't know how to do it yet. Need to learn the keyboard shortcuts. Let's go ahead and call in a supply truck as well. We still have 9 left. Last time we used the 2nd. We're going to use the 3rd group this time. They've got a leader available. Okay, machine gun. Sniper. I did not lose my snipers in the last battle. Not sure why they weren't there. Alright. Just about ready to go here. And yes, I'm calling everybody into the same spot. We're going to attack in force. That's what reinforcements really are, right? Attack with numbers, overwhelm, gain superiority, superior firepower. That should do the trick, right? Let's get 1 anti-tank team in here as well, and let's... we'll speed up until we're kind of getting in place here. Here they all come. Okay, we're still at a 10-14 disadvantage here at the beginning of Phase B. Turn off the road. Heading in towards the location. See, here's the unit we're supporting. There's another, that's a 3rd unit on its way in to reinforce. I'm going to tell everyone to unload. At this position right here. as soon as they start unloading, these guys, take that first group, put them in those western trees. Objective was gained and lost, so we're actually still in the same position we were in. These guys have taken some losses, but not a lot. They've still kind of just gone with some probing attacks for the most part. And I'm gonna have these guys push out here. I'm going to take the first couple and immediately go out here and try to claim these first buildings. And no line of sight. That's our supply truck. Put them in the trees. Okay, that's everybody. Now we already have 6 before they even really got into place. Those guys are just outside the border. I would love to take those houses right there. Enemy's defense is crumbling. That's because we're at level. So we're on to kind of a draw phase here. Okay, we'll bring this machine gun up. There we go, okay. Engagement is on. And we're already starting to inflict some damage on this unit. Like I said, it is at 3. Take these other 2. And I'm going to start getting these guys close enough. They don't have the range. Alright, they're down to a single combatant. So are they. So these guys have definitely taken some losses. There we go. That one's down. This one is either down or retreated. That means our attention's going to go on to that one here real soon. Oh, that's a leader. Shoot. Get everybody up here. Except for the supply truck. The supply truck's going to hang back a little bit. These guys can come up as well. It's just 1 unit left and they are under heavy fire from this whole line. Alright, it's time to advance. I'm going to send these guys up. And then you are going to take over. Okay, by the way, we're at 14:10 now, so we're starting to gain the advantage. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And we're doing all this with very limited... There's that other infantry unit that retreated a bit. Line of sight. You're super close. Go ahead and get in there. Now, once they're under fire, we can get them to surrender quite quickly. Start bringing these guys forward.
Вижу противника.
Oh, hello.
Санитар! Так точно. Стрелки готовы.
Alright, well the objective is secure, we just need to take down this one unit. They're down to 5 troops. There we go, falling back.
Свод построен и ждет приказа.
Go one further, there you go.
Сделали их.
Got him. Alright. That'll secure this
Оружие на изготовку.
western edge. Now we need to get some units in place to defend it, but otherwise we're going to be taking the bulk of our forces and we're going to push over to this tree group.
Вытащите меня отсюда. Оружие на изготовку. Вытащите меня отсюда.
We are coming under fire here. Long range. We'll take a little bit of damage on the move here. Nothing too severe. We'll move fast enough. We're already down to a minute and a half until we have this battle won. So we actually really don't even need to necessarily move from this position. But just in case. Oh, they just wiped out. Wiped out our artillery there. 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, here comes more enemy air force.
Отделение ждет команды.
Try to take cover with a couple of these units here real quick.
Вставай, страна огромная.
Going after my machine gun. I don't care for that.
Санитар!
Oh, they just wiped out another unit. Dang it. And we're back down to 14-10, but we're down to 10 seconds till we've got minor victory here. And there's not much left of their unit. That we have really decimated their forces quite a bit. I've taken minimal casualties. I took more in that final moments there than I did on the whole. So there you go. Wiped out 3, lost 2. Our other forces, though, didn't have the best of days. 28 kills, 42 losses. But at the same time, the real point is that we're the attacker, we're the aggressor, so it's not going to be very often. And the sad thing is both units that I lost were in those final seconds of the fight, so we were perfect up until that point. Now, I think we just wiped that unit out from the looks of it. These guys were already on this right flank. These guys were about where they are now. And then that was the other unit engaged. So we've had a bit of a breakthrough here. Now, I'm not looking to attack this unit again. However, I am kind of wanting to push this way. So do I want to pull one of these guys over and potentially engage this unit? What is their strength? They're still pretty strong. They are still pretty strong. We do just about have a breakthrough on this road. Just about. This unit is completely battered, and their support is very minimal. This would be a good one to attack with these guys, instead of necessarily attacking them. I like the idea of wiping out their artillery. And they have no tank support. There's only 44 soldiers and 20 artillery. I cannot use these forces. They have no action points. That makes perfect sense. Okay, you're Group A. That's the main attack. You're my backups there, and we'll use artillery of our own in support. Keep these guys in the reserve. And see, we have a major advantage, but they will have reserve units, but it looks like just artillery. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Artillery, artillery, artillery. Can absolutely wipe this group out. They have very little infantry. There you go. Okay, now I understand how this works. The A, B, C, got it. These guys are all coming in A. The ones that are locked are your command units. This group is totally fresh. They have not been engaged. We're engaging a unit that has been engaged. So we can make a big push here in a short amount of time. And that's what we'll look to do. Ooh, and we're starting neutral on this one as well. That should make it even easier. Not quite though. You can see we've got a chase situation going on here. Timer already running. My B unit wants to push there. I gotta figure out where to go. I better pause here. Timer's gonna be running. All right. So it's all artillery. They can pack a big punch, but we can cover a lot of ground quick, and they're not going to have very many units at all. Anti-tank, not going to matter much. The rifle squads are. We definitely want to get them in. I think I might want to go mostly with just the rifle squads. Put this whole rifle squad right here. There we go, 6 squads. And they're going to race down that road. And then do the same thing here. And I might send a few this way as kind of a secondary. Because of what we're dealing with, one shot, I'm not going to put the specialty ones. These guys can deal with those cannons really quick. The artillery, they don't stand much of a chance against us if we get close. From afar, though, we've got problems. So that's what we're going to try to avoid. And we're going to send one group this way. And not the whole force. We're going to send 3 guys to the west. We'll send 3 down this road joining the main forces. And then they'll get the leader with them. And I should have a submachine gun. That would have been smart. Okay. There. Alright, so these 3 are going to unload right there. Got 11 here, and they're going to unload here into that town. And then you guys are going to unload here. That's risky. That's out in the middle of nowhere. And there's... I think we're going to have to unload further back. Back here. I do not like that open terrain. Okay. Gotta watch how this line moves. So it'll tell me how far back they are. And it looks like maybe they're starting back. And if they are, it's going to really give us an opportunity. Okay, that's just a plane. Okay, okay. Pause. Pause, pause, pause. I don't think they're up near the edge. So we're going to unload maybe all the way up here. Right at that position. You guys gonna unload a little bit deeper too. And these ones, they can't afford to go as far. They can't run too much risk, but we'll get them right there. Alright, so 12-12, you can see I don't think we're being countered too much here. We are here though. There's definitely a push coming out this side. There are some units up near this town coming down the roadway, so I think this is where our heaviest fighting will be, at least early on. Okay, these first guys are already starting to unload. Push them out to there. These guys are still coming up slowly, and I think they can go a little bit further. There are a couple bridges there we gotta watch out for. Yeah, see this group further to travel? But I think they can get further along, because there's no enemies within this area as of right now. And I think I do need to get these guys starting to unload. By the way, we are 16-8 already. Early on in this one. Here we go. There's an enemy. There's an enemy. So yeah, we want to unload here and start controlling this area. Need to take a couple of them and unload right here. One of them's going to start firing right away. The other one's going to take the protective cover. Pause. Let's get one more. Unload right here. Start moving that one up here. Let's get the next one to unload. There's one unit wiped out. The other one unloaded. But I've got all sorts of firepower placed on them. So these guys are going to keep going right on up. Remember, they have very limited infantry forces. Now, how's everything else looking? I'm on pause right now, by the way. Okay, these guys are going to just keep right on going and unload up here. We're going to start moving these guys up. That unit is very quickly coming under heavy fire. Falling back, and they're wiped out. Alright. I'm assuming that that's all there was through here. We'll see if that's actually the case, but these guys immediately need to start moving towards covered positions. Oops. There we go. Okay. Nice. We're at 19.5 right now. Scouts. Take them out. Ooh, no, we do not have total control over here. I need to call in my first reinforcements. Cover this line, so let's go with well, that's the first here on the right. We'll take these other 3 infantry regiments, and you guys are going to come straight out here. It's 19.5. It's looking good. Got control of a lot of territory.
Оружие на изготовку! Цепью! Вперед! Так точно!
Вперед, ребята! Эта штука убивает фашистов!
Отделение ждет команды.
Alright, we're in a nice advanced position already, but at some point we are going to come under attack from the artillery. These 3 guys, looks like they could probably come all the way up. Possibly, we'll see. Keep an eye out. Really push this front line a long ways. It's 21-3, we're already under 3 minutes, so I do not need to go on the offensive really anymore besides this little pocket. There's an infantry unit that we're coming in contact with. Why don't you hold up here? You support out here. As that unit at some point will show itself. They are surrounded, so... There they are. Ooh. Hello. Oh, that's those scouts. Never mind. Boy, Air Forces just gave this group a bit of a beating. Those scouts are taken. Get some support in there. There is a unit here. There is a unit right here. I want you guys to wipe them out. 3-1. You can handle it.
Ваши приказания.
I don't want you both moving. I want one of you moving. Put the other one there.
Ладно, пошевеливайтесь.
Alright, these guys hopefully have enough cover. They can take the brunt of the attacks from the Air Force.
Вставай, страна.
Should retreat back a little bit here. Again, there's no objective right here to take, so I'm not worried about it.
А, зацепили.
These two units are caught behind enemy lines. One scout, one in... Oh no, they're both in... Oh, it is a scout.
Цели. Огонь.
He is about to collapse. 1 minute, 1 minute. We've got 22 out of 24 objectives. This is what happens when you get numerical superiority. This is not like the skirmishes where you're looking at balanced fights. You want to pick your battles and attack where you can attack, be successful, how you could be successful. Take minimal casualties while you do it. Play smart. Play tactically. And every unit we are able to wipe out is one unit less to fight later. But every unit we lose is one less to contribute to the fight. So I might have 26 seconds left, but I want to inflict some damage here.
Вставай, страна огромная. Вижу противника. Вытащите меня отсюда.
Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Total victory. 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Capturing 22 out of 24 objectives. That's good. That is good. No losses. 7 units wiped out. It's a good day at the office. My reserve units never even got called up, and they ended up with no support being called up either because we were still in phase A when I wiped them out. Sometimes you gotta be quick. I knew we had an advantage over that first group, and we took advantage. And they've got nothing left. Just about anyway. That was 6 infantry regiments and some sort of command unit. I didn't wipe out their artillery, but I took out all their infantry support. And there you go. Yeah, see, that group's destroyed. And we push our lines even further. Push these guys up in reserve. Hopefully they don't outflank us there, but I don't think they'll come on the attack. So I don't expect. And we do have a pathway to encircle and get down the road, which is what we've been looking for. Meantime, we're going to push this way as well and open that front up. There you go, we're making progress. It is still evening of the first day, and we've already experienced a breakthrough. We've already wiped out 1 artillery unit in entirety. And we've got an opportunity to call in some reserves here. Let's see, 16th group, 16th Guard Infantry. This would be their launch point. What do we have? Heavy tank. Ooh, I like it. Yes, please. Select, click on a position to define the deployment place. What does that say? Its position and all previous Oh, must be captured. So we haven't captured it, apparently. Alright. So that used our command points. We still have 45 left, though. There we go. There's our first group of reinforcements already called in. How about we go the smart way, like this, one by one. There we go. Alright, there's our first wave of reinforcements. We also have artillery that we were shifting over to this front. Get these guys in reserve here. We're all dug in. I don't know if I want to dig in here. I think I want to attack out of this. Maybe. Dig in right there. Just in case. We have plenty of firepower, though, and I will turn my attention onto these 3 units in the near future and try to outflank this group and encircle them. Cut them off from supply on the way towards Orsha, but there you go. There's a start. Now, we still want the scout, air recon, and we'll see what is back here. And there you go. Limited action points. These guys have nothing. There's still 2 left for each of these. So there are some infantry units in reserve back here. There's that tank destroyer battalion that was back here in the morning. They've already come up. Ooh. Okay, here's a thought and an idea. I could use the bomber to take this artillery unit's action points away. Then this is the only one with any action points remaining up here, and I do have 2 units. I could engage that single one and have reserves. Or I could bombard back here and keep these guys from coming up in support. Or I could do the same sort of thing here and keep these guys disengaged. Options. I'll think about it. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.